G'day friends, welcome to day 3! 3! It feels like a year, but anyway, we're at day 3 and I've called this piece Shade. Shade comes from reading. Reading came first. Clock the reference. That is actually from Paris is Burning, and this chick just turned out so shady to me. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about shade, it's acting kind of... I'm going to go for the Urban Dictionary definition. Here we go. Shade. Acting in a casual or disrespectful manner towards someone, dissing a friend. Acting kind of shady. So, for me, I'm not a drag queen, but I do watch RuPaul's Drag Race, and I have an obsession with Paris is Burning. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out, it's hilarious. But, shade is something that I'm interested in. I have such a sick sense of humor sometimes, and some of my friends get together and we just go for blood. Like, just attack each other in the most respectful way possible. But, I kind of find that funny to do. Not all the time, sometimes a little more sensitive than others, but typically I can take a good backhanded compliment. I think that's funny. So if that's not you, then please don't indulge yourself in this whole shade game. But this is just what it kind of looked like to me. She's got that side eye glance. She's obviously throwing shade. So that's how I came up with it. I want to say thank you to everyone in the response to my first couple of days of Inktober. Who knew? I kind of thought everyone might see this as a little boring because it's only black ink, but I'm trying to be creative with it. I'm trying to make it colourful in the most interesting ways possible. But yeah, I'm enjoying it again. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I was getting a little caught up in the perfection streak that I actually don't have, so I don't know where that came from. But I guess, let me just say one thing. Turning a camera on yourself kind of changes the game a little bit. And I don't know if you guys are YouTubers out there, you'll know. If you guys film online tutorials or classes, or I don't know, if someone's even just pointed a camera on you all of a sudden and expected you to perform, there just comes this like tiny little bit of anxiety in there. And for me, honestly, it's not so much... The thing I worry about is so dumb. It's not so much that the piece won't turn out, because I don't know if I really could care less if it didn't turn out or not. It's a challenge and I'm supposed to be learning. The anxiety that I feel is dumb things like, is it recording? Or have I run out of battery? Or is the memory gone? Like, is all of this lost? Because ages ago I lost a complete Tag Tuesday, and I've had a bit of an unfortunate run with a few videos where I've just completely lost content and had to do it all over again. So my anxiety exists for no good reason, because I could just redo it. But then there's that lazy part of me that's like, well, if I did it once, I don't want to do it again. And then cut to me accepting a 31-day challenge. So, who knows? Maybe the challenge is that I won't be lazy. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to learn from this. Either way, I think I am learning. I think I'm really enjoying it. And there's that brush. I remember I told you I couldn't find the brush that I needed to do that dry brush technique. I did find it. It was in Oliver's possession. So I think he needed it for a project that he was working on. His little thieving project. I just cannot with these cats. They all day long, they fight. I'll say this one thing, actually. They're getting better with just me, but when Steve's around, they get so possessive over Steve, because he's at work most of the time and I'm the one at home, so I think they just get fed up of me being around. You know, I'm there, I'll always be there, so they just take me for granted. But when Steve comes home, they just go nuts. And then, I mean, they anticipate him coming home too. I don't know if cats are that smart, but that's what I'm sticking with. They just, like, I get on the phone to Steve, and Oliver will come running up to the phone and put his head between my mouth and the phone. It's just ridiculous. So, I don't know. They're so unassuming because I love them 12% of the time. No, I love my cats. But they're just so naughty. And that's the one thing that I do love about cats, though, is they've got such ridiculous personalities. But the one thing that I'm really not enjoying at the moment is that Oliver just thinks everything's fair game now, that he's starting a collection of things under the bed. They're also behind the couch, and we have a big, like, L-shaped couch, so anything that goes behind there, I say goodbye to. I'll have to reinvest, because it's just... I mean, I don't even know where he hides half this stuff. I've found stuff in his kitty litter tray before, like little beads that I found in there, and obviously I had to say goodbye to those because I'm not interested in saving that. But yeah, he's on a collecting streak, and I feel like Bianca might be in on it, because I wouldn't you know, I believe that she would be in on that, but she's much more clever about not getting caught and not receiving any of the blame. So I'm just going to fully blame Oliver because he's the boy and he's the newest one. And by newest, I mean youngest. Like, he was a kitten. He's so big now, it's crazy. And we wanted a white cat because we wanted a black and white, you know, keeping it equal. And unfortunately, Oliver has turned orange. He's an absolute ginger cat now, which it's cute, but I feel like we should have called him Peaches or something, like Peaches and Cream, because that's his colouring. And I've had to accept that. I'm sorry to all the cat lovers out there. I honestly hope none of you got offended by my comments. This is all in good fun, all in good play. I love my cats. They're just hilarious. But if you've got any helpful suggestions on how I can get them to stop hoarding my things and maybe steal more of Steve's things, I think that would really help out my Inktober, and just everything would run a bit more smooth. Alrighty, thanks for watching, everyone. See you tomorrow.